Bash in Berlin is this Saturday, and by YouTube law, as a wrestling YouTuber, I must do a prediction video. So here goes. This PLE, honestly, kind of feels by the numbers. Of all the PLEs that have happened this year or under Triple H's reign, this one feels the most B level. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but like the championship matches, they seem very, very predictable. When it was Damian Priest as the champion, there was always this uncertainty if they were going to pull the carpet from under Damian. And with Gunther, though, it just seems like he's going to be holding this title for a very long time. Let's just start with Gunther. Gunther might be the main event of the entire PLE because he's from Austria, but they're in Germany, and Austria and Germany, they're very close in proximity to each other, neighbors, and they speak the same language. So a lot of times, if you're from Austria, they're just going to say you're from Germany. And so Gunther, he's going to win. He's fighting Randy Orton, and Randy Orton is no slouch. He's only second behind John Cena and Ric Flair in championship wins, and I just don't think it's going to happen, though. With Cody holding on to that Universal Undisputed title as a babyface over on SmackDown, that Gunther is going to be the heel holding the title on Raw, and we're just going to have this set up and scenario for a while. Randy is coming in just to give Gunther some credibility as a champion, build that resume that Gunther is known for getting. Gunther, interesting fact, has been championship in his WWE tenure. He has been a champion 75% of the time that he's been with WWE, and I see that percentage going up even further. And with Randy Orton, I do like the fact that they're playing off the King of the Ring botch that happened where his shoulders weren't off the ground, but I don't like the fact that they never really addressed that he's a SmackDown person on Raw. I really wish there would have been some kind of trade. They did say one time that if Randy wins, that Gunther is going to go to SmackDown, or somebody's going to go to SmackDown. I can't remember who exactly said would. So they did bring it up, but yeah, I don't like that. But let's just push that out of the window. Gunther is 100% taking this matchup. The only more predictable match on the card is probably Cody versus Kevin, because, no way Kevin's winning, but let's just stay with Gunther right now. I'm hoping Randy loses this match, goes back to SmackDown, and realizes that he's lost a step, he's lost that killer instinct, and that will be the thing that pushes him over the edge to go after Cody and the title. But right here, in this time and space, the Ring General shall take the W. And I predict that you guys want this undisputed title, and how can you get it? I will give it away to you, free of charge, shipping and everything. All you gotta do is comment below. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give away the belt. And why am I doing this? Because I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber. I want to produce videos every single day, and my 50 to 60 hour a week job just gets in the way. I am tired, I am sleepy. Even right now, I'm going to turn this camera off and go to bed and hopefully get this video out sometime on Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on what my schedule allows. But you know what? I'm not crying. I'm very blessed to have you guys watching my channel. So even if I don't go full time, I'm going to continue this. But let's get me to 10,000 so I can give away the belt. All right, so let's get to the next match. Alba Dawn and Isle of Fire, the Unholy Alliance versus the former champions, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. It's gotta be Jade and Bianca Belair, because when those titles are not on those two, they're almost meaningless. They've been trying to have wrestling matches on Raw. I've seen the wrestling matches on Raw, but it means nothing, absolutely nothing. But the moment Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair enter back into the tag team championship picture, it's like, whoa, I want to see this match. For real, they are such a draw when it comes to the tag belts. I've not seen anybody really make those belts mean anything. It's just those two, their star power really elevates those titles into something to care about. So the titles go back to them, unless the only thing that can prevent Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill from winning those belts are Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. If we finally have one of them turn on the other, that is the only way they will not win the belt. But I'm just saying that's not happening just yet, and they become champions once more. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, your new tag team champions. The other tag match on the card is a mixed match. It's Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley Ripley versus Danny Dom and Liv Morgan. Smart money would be on the Terror Twins. It seems like they could get some revenge for their SummerSlam losses, where Finn Balor cost Damian Priest the title and thus kicked him out of Judgment Day, and same with Rhea Ripley, where Dominik Mysterio pretty much cost Rhea the title with Liv Morgan. They kissed and they went off to the new Judgment Day. And yeah, this would seem like a no-brainer because Dominik Mysterio, he's such a chicken heel. He's such a weakling. Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, they could mop the floor with Dominik Mysterio. But honestly, I think Dominik and Liv are going to win. I think they're going to continue just making Rhea's life miserable, and she's going to get another loss under her belt. But I really think what's going to happen is Finn Balor is going to come in and interfere and cost Damian the match, where Dominik gets the pin. Then Dominik can have all these bragging rights, be more obnoxious than ever, and Damian can then turn his focus to Finn Balor and just be like, I hate you, Finn. And those two can go in and at bad blood, hopefully in a Hell in the Cell. And again, Dominik's just going to be so obnoxious with that win. Same with Liv Morgan. It's going to be hilarious on Raw when they're gloating. Let's just get Cody and Kevin Owens out of the way. Cody's going to win. I will eat a hat. All right, I will find a hat and I will eat it if Cody Rhodes loses his title to Kevin Owens on this PLE. Will this be a good match? I'm sure it will be. Kevin Owens, he usually will try to pull out all the stops in order to entertain the masses. Nothing crazy gonna happen. We might finally get the heel turn, which would be awesome. Maybe Kevin Owens, he loses, they hug, he drops down to his knees, and he gives Cody Rhodes a low blow, a la Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles at WrestleMania years prior, and they can go on to have another PLE match. But yeah, for the most part, I don't know. Do we even got to talk about it? Cody's not going to lose the title, all right? He's not going to lose the title if it's not in the Bloodline storyline. All right, so now we've got CM Punk and Drew is the final match on the card, but I want to talk about another match that's actually happening on SmackDown. LA Knight, yeah, doing an open challenge for the U.S. title on SmackDown. Anybody can walk through those curtains, have a match with LA Knight, yeah, and I think it's going to be Ilya Dragunov. And I say Ilya Dragunov because, well, you know what? They're in Germany, and Ilya Dragunov being European, I think that would be a good match for him. Now, Ilya Dragunov, he's on Raw. I already told you, I don't like these kind of crossovers unless there's a reason for it, but the fact of the matter is, I just don't think they're going to really give us reasons. If that's the case, who else could it be? Jacob Fatu, he would be an awesome choice, but to put Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight, that means Jacob Fatu has to win, and I don't think we're ready to take the belt off of LA Knight. Yeah, the only other person who would be like, whoa, I gotta see this, would be Logan Paul, but to waste Logan Paul on a SmackDown in Berlin and not put him on the actual Bash at Berlin would be, I don't know, that would be a waste, honestly. So Ilya Dragunov, he comes out and they have a great match. We have the European roots, we have the Europeans cheering for their European, and we have LA Knight. They have just a great match. LA Knight wins, and Ilya Dragunov, he shakes his hand and he goes back to Raw, and that will be our SmackDown. And our final match on the pay-per-view, the PLE proper, will be Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. These guys have had the feud of the year, and SummerSlam could have definitely been the finale of their rivalry, but Drew took the bracelet, and so now it continues, and they hate each other, and that's awesome. They're going to have a strap match. I'm giving it to CM Punk because CM Punk can probably do something where he outsmarts Drew McIntyre and not necessarily beats Drew McIntyre, because it's going to be a four-corner strap match. If you've never seen one of these, because they don't happen often, it's a very long rope strap, and it's tied to each person's wrist, and then you have to touch all four posts in succession. Nothing can happen in between. Meaning if I touch 1, 2, 3 posts and then I get clotheslined, you gotta start all over. So this could be something where somehow, some way, where he's handcuffed or his feet feet are tied, and CM Punk can just do 1, 2, 3, 4 and win, while Drew McIntyre is just watching, seething with anger. And that way, the next Raw, Drew can come out and say, "You didn't beat me. I knocked you out at SummerSlam. I pinned you 1, 2, 3 at SummerSlam. You just tied my feet together. You won on a technicality," and that can allow them then to go into Bad Blood or whatever PLE they need to, because this feud is continuing. So Drew needs to lose so CM Punk can get his win, but CM Punk needs to beat Drew in a way that doesn't make Drew seem so weak. You know what I mean? They gotta really protect Drew because they're trying to keep this feud going. And those are my match predictions for Bash at Berlin, Bash in Berlin. It's either Bash at or in Berlin. I can't remember. I keep saying one or the other, but you get the point. Those are my predictions. Please comment below what you think's gonna happen. And guys, girls, have a good day.